So in the previous lesson, we have seen classifying plants or animals based on the similar characters will be easy for identification and further studies. But how this classification evolved? So the very first person to initiate this kind of classification is Aristotle, and he made a simple classification. He has divided plants into three groups as herbs, shrubs, and trees based on their outer features or morphological features. And he divided animals into two groups: one which group which had red blood, and the other which doesn't have a red blood. So after Aristotle, Linnaeus, he came up with his two kingdom classification in 1735. He broadly classified the kingdoms into two, that is Plantae and Animalia. Plantae included all the plants and Animalia included all the animals. Here he has differentiated these two kingdoms based on the nutrition and locomotion. So nutrition is the way they intake their food, and locomotion is whether they will move or they will stay in a place as an immobile. So animals, according to him, the kingdom animals included those organisms or those species which show holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition means they are not capable of doing photosynthesis as they lack the chlorophyll pigment, and in simple words, it is the process of taking in food. Just like how we are eating food, the process of taking in food is known as holozoic nutrition, and the animals are capable of moving from one place to another, that is they can do the locomotion. And all the animals' body structure is complex. So the animals included those organisms which show holozoic nutrition and which can move from one place to another, and which has a complex body structure. Whereas the plants, they have autotrophic mode of nutrition. So autotrophic in the sense they can perform photosynthesis as they have the chlorophyll pigment in them, and they are staying at one place. As the root is fixing the plant to the soil, plants are not capable of performing locomotion. They are obviously immobile, and plants have a simple body structure. When compared to animals, the body structure of plants is simple. So where the species with so many differences are put together, when he categorized the entire species in the earth into two kingdoms. So what are the most important drawbacks means, first, the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So prokaryotes are organisms with a simple nucleus, and eukaryotes are organisms with a nucleus which has a nuclear membrane. Here in the case of prokaryotes, the nuclear membranes will be absent. So these two organisms are put together. So for example, when we take plants, this bacteria is a prokaryote, whereas if you take a neem tree, that will be an eukaryote. But they have chlorophyll, they are and as well as bacteria can move from one place to another, that is different. So they can perform photosynthesis as they have chlorophyll in them. But when he is taking this as the characteristic feature for classification, these both are coming together in one group. And what about this unicellular and multicellular? Unicellular are organisms with single cells, and multicellular organisms are with so many cells. Again, we can take this example. Bacteria, all the bacteria are made up of single cells, whereas this neem tree is a complex system where many cells are joined together to form tissues. And there was no significant evidence on their evolution, how it is evolved, how it is related. Like that, there was no significant evidence. And in this group, the complex organism, that is a virus, is completely omitted. So these are the notable drawbacks of this Linnaeus system.